Hello everyone, this is Lennon with Lenin con Intención. Thank you for tuning in. Today is day 2 of the 30 days to financial freedom. Habits that truly changed my life. So day 2. Now let's do a recap. Day 1, we jotted down all of our non-essential items for January, February, March, April, May, June, July. We're now in August. And you wrote down everything. This should give you an idea of where your money is going. Subscriptions, eating out. Now you can selectively think, okay, I can reduce this. Okay, what can I do to reduce that? Okay, I'm spending over $1,300 in eating out and going out. Whereas those $1,300 could have easily been invested. They could have easily paid off this credit card. They could have easily paid off this vacation. They could have helped me quit my job 2 years earlier, etc. Okay. Day 2 is organize your bills. So what that means, organize your bills around your paydays. Bills shouldn't surprise you. You shouldn't be late or have late payments. Now, I'm going to give you a little hypothetical scenario. The hypothetical scenario is that you get paid bi-weekly. That's every 2 weeks on Friday. And you get paid $2,200 a month. So I'm going to show you how I calculate and how I ensure that my bills are paid on time. It's a little bit different now because I don't get paid like I don't have a paycheck anymore. I'm my own business. So it's how hungry am I? How much do I want? Okay, these are the numbers. I'm going to break them down. But if you notice on here, the majority of our bills are paid from the 1st through the 12th. Okay. So again, we're going to explain how we got these numbers and all the remaining difference of that amount, how we're going to roll it over and pay the payments in April. Honestly, it sounds simple. And for some of you, it's like, oh, well, that's common sense. Again, we all start somewhere. Sometimes you start by not knowing. Sometimes you weren't taught, how to pay your bills, auto pay. Some of you don't even have auto pay because you don't know if you're going to have enough money for that payment to go through. So whatever situation you're in with financial literacy, I'm here to help you and guide you because knock on wood, to this day, I haven't had an issue where I've been late on a payment. If anything, because of miscommunication, let's say HOA example. My HOA just recently changed managements and our quarterly dues were due July 1st. May 29th, they sent out a communication indicating that they were going to merge over. That information wasn't available online on our website. There was not a lot of communication. So those landlords that didn't receive the paper copies through the mail, maybe they were late, so obviously I called and I emailed them and I said, it's been so difficult to get a hold of anybody. So it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of landlords are late for the July 1st quarterly dues. Or what are you guys doing to mitigate that? Because you've made it very difficult for those who are digital to get that correspondence. Like I get my mail through, I can go to my mailbox. What about those that live abroad, So anywho, they have a 3-month window period where they're not charging late fees. But that's the only time that I'll foresee being late because of the miscommunication or because of it changed over to a different company. Other than that, your bills should not surprise you. Okay, so again, we're learning how to manage our money. We're learning how to apply these small habits to the point where like you don't even think about it anymore. Okay, that's what habits do. They become a lifestyle. And again, with my channel, you're not only going to learn how to organize your money, know where your money goes, you're also going to spend with intention, save with intention. You're going to learn organization. You're going to learn how to declutter. Follow for more. Okay. So assuming you get paid bi-weekly every Friday, the first paycheck is March 13, 2026. You get paid $2,200. Second paycheck is March 27, 2026. You get paid $2,200. Now the bills, you have them written down here. The first of the month, rent is due. Second, cell phone is due. Third, Capital One. These are hypothetical numbers. You know your due date based on the bill. 10th, Southwest Gas. 12th, North Las Vegas Utility, which includes water, sewer, and trash. 14th, NV Energy. 26th, Car Wash. Now in there you have to factor out your gas, right? Okay. So the March 13th, 2200, we are going to use to cover NV Energy and Car Wash. So assuming that your NV Energy payment is 300, mine is normally less because I have solar panels. But let's just give a hypothetical. Some of you write it down. Maybe you pay 1,000, maybe you pay 500, maybe you pay 750. That's up to you. I mean, that's your bill. $26 is the car wash. So we deduct $326 from $2,200. That leaves us with $1,874. Now, are we going to spend that money, blow it away? Oh, no, we're not. We're going to notice that your next payment is March 27th. Okay. And then what bills? Your bills are heavily on the first 15 days. So we have the first of the month, rent is due. The second of the month, cell phone is due. Third, Capital One. 10th, Southwest Gas. 12th, Utility. And 14th, NV Energy. So that amount is going to revolve into the 2,200. So it'll be 1,874. Okay. Wait. So it'll be 1,874 plus 2,200. And that'll cover April's bills until you get paid next. Okay? So around April 12th, that'll be your next due date or your next paycheck date. Okay? So that'll give you time to pay your NV Energy and the car wash. So we don't just start spending like crazy. This is 1,874 plus 2,200. My rent alone is 3,300. So I need to organize my money, right? If my cell phone bill is 151, Capital One is it just covers my Disney, Prime, and part of my Netflix. So that's what I pay for Capital One. 10th, Southwest Gas. It's like $75, and then North Las Vegas Utility like 151. So would this amount cover my bills? No, right? So not because you look at this number, you're like, oh wow, I don't have any more bills, I can just splurge. No, you need to cover for the next bills that are due. If your paycheck is April 12th, you still need to cover these bills that are due on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 10th, and 12th. So this series is organizing your bills around your paydays. So again, you're going to list all the bills that you have in order. So begin by pulling up your statements, paper bills, and putting them by due dates. That's what helps me. You put the due dates and the amounts. You should have an idea of like what you're going to pay during the summer versus what you're going to pay during the winter. And then structure your paydays by when your due dates are. Okay, so that should all be organized, and you see that on my Excel worksheet. I have all of my bills, when they're due, the amount, the minimum, and the amount that I intend to pay. And then I have at the bottom paydays. Now you have to make sure that one, now you know where your money is going, so you know where you can plateau, where you can reduce your spending. Number two, day 2, organize your bills by your pay date. Okay, that is day 2 of the 30-day series. Thank you. Follow, hit the like button. You're helping me out. You're helping other people out, other people that may benefit from these small habits that truly have changed my life from the 3 years that I started. Okay, bye.